This is my review of Are You Lost Episode 1, and, oh, Jesus Christ, this series. Just, I decided to watch as a joke. I thought, it looked funny. I heard about it, and oh, it's a survival show. It's probably a little etchy, probably a little funny. It's worth a watch. I'll check out the first episode, and, yeah, it was not what I expected in any way. I guess I should have realized with the whole moose junk part, but when she crushed up a fish to suck out its organs and blood, that was when I realized this is one effed up show. Probably one of the most effed up animes I've ever seen, just because of how realistic it is. And Goblin Slayer has goblins raping people, but this is like real life survival tactics. I really hope they're real life survival tactics, because the creator of the series decided to troll the entire anime community by creating fake survival tips that would actually get you killed. That'd probably be the biggest troll move I've ever seen in my entire life. So, yeah. Basically, 4 girls stuck on an island. We have the athlete, the musician, the brainy girl, and the survival expert. Which, pretty convenient to have if you're gonna be stranded on a deserted island. Survival expert's probably the best one there. Seriously, without her, they'd be dead already. The one was trying to drink salt water. No! No! These are high school girls. The first rule is don't drink salt water. So, yeah, she's pretty important to the group right now. The one girl was literally about to drink urine, so I don't think that was her fetish. I think she was just literally too stupid to realize that someone was about to pee in her mouth. So, yeah, the survival expert's the only thing keeping them alive. She fended off a freaking tiger shark at one point. I love that she didn't even mention the shark. She's like, oh yeah, it's fine, let's just go swimming. And then halfway they're like, oh, the shark's following us. Like, shark! And they all start panicking, and she's like, it's okay, my cell phone battery can act as a shark repellent, apparently. Not quite sure how useful that survival tip's gonna be, considering nobody has a cell phone with removable battery anymore. But, yeah, again, though, I think the cell phone might have come in handy. I guess there's no signal, but I'm sure there's a way to boost it or something. Again, I am not a survival expert. They could tell me that coconut trees are great antennas, and I'd believe them. They might actually be, I don't know. From there, the one girl starts dying of dehydration, and so she has to kiss her to share moisture, which is interesting. Again, that would have come off as an ecchi, erotic scene if she didn't have a locust leg in her mouth. Yeah, this is a weird series. Like I said, it comes off as like a comedy, ecchi, funny series like that, but then every moment it's like, this is gonna be, goes, no, this is terrifying, disturbing, and I fear for anyone who's aroused by this. Seriously, the one part I said earlier, she took off her shirt just to use it to suck up blood, and no. That was disturbing at every level. Yeah, she's topless, but she's literally drinking fish guts and covered in fish blood at this point. That's terrifying. So, yeah, this is a weird series. This is a very strange series. It's also only 12 minutes long, which is different. I don't ever actually see an anime that was only 12 minutes long before. So I don't actually know if I'm going to continue reviewing this series. I might still keep watching it, even though I'm absolutely terrified about what's going to happen next. Seriously, I know they're trying, there's actual survival mechanics, and they're like, oh, this is all the different ways you can get water. You can suck it out of a bamboo tree, or distill it, or do this or that. And I guess those are real survival tactics, but what they might actually have to do to survive is literally terrifying me. Oh, the pacing in the episode is also very strange, to say the least. The episode starts with them waking up on a beach, which is all fine and good, and they introduce each other, but then it's like, we've been together for 20 hours, I almost peed in your mouth, and you saw me eat fish guts. But, I still know any of your names. I mean, that just felt weird to me. I know they were like focused on surviving and that little bit of wreckage, but I'm amazed they never, discussed their names. Also, I think there's a very good chance that everyone else on that plane they were riding to some school trip somewhere, yeah, they're almost certainly dead. I mean, none of them know each other. They're all from different classes, so I'm assuming this was like a big trip. The plane was filled with them. I mean, the plane was, filled with them. At the very least, they weren't anywhere near each other on the plane, or else they would have, introduced each other, said their names, something. So no real focus on the fact that everyone they know is probably dead. I'm curious how the series is going to keep going. I mean, a lot of times a series like this, they start off as like gross as possible just to get interest, get buzz, get people complaining about it online. So that other people are like, oh, that sounds interesting. I'm going to give it a shot. I mean, that's how it worked with me and Goblin Slayer. I saw people react to it online. They're like, I'm like, this actually looks pretty good. I'm going to give it a shot. But the first episode was by far the worst by like a very, very large margin. And then after that, the goblins were still, bad and rapey and whatnot, but the series was nowhere near as violent or as gruesome as it had been in that very first episode. So moving forward, it might just be, basic survival tactics, normal, regular stuff that doesn't make us all want to vomit. But you never know. This series might continually keep getting worse somehow. To me, it feels dark in the same way that Made in Abyss feels dark. I made this argument in my review. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's pedophilia, it's perversion, it's sick, it's disgusting. But to me, it always came off more as being essentially realistic. As in, if this is really happening, this was really what you'd have to do, this is really what you would see and experience and what would happen. Instead of, oh, he's just doing it because it's perverted and he gets off on it or whatever. I was going to say I feel the same way about this series, but it's clear the creators are still trying to go for a somewhat ecchi vibe to it. I mean, there's a lot of focus on the girl's legs. I mean, a lot of the shots are like just below the waist, like, look at those legs. Which is interesting. It's a very strange mix. I'm just not sure how they're going to mix it moving forward. So those are my thoughts on the series. Let me know what you thought in the comments section down below. Did you like it? Are you going to keep watching it? Did it disgust you in every way imaginable? And if not, what do you think it's going to do to make you feel disgusted? Be sure to like, subscribe. Until next time.
Peace.